the news this morning, possible reintroduction of petrol subsidy stirs comments. Employment process by Rivers State Civil Service Commission continues despite criticisms. Rivers PDP reacts as court stops party's national leadership from dissolving State Executive Committee. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike revokes land belonging to notable Nigerians. Police await result of autopsy on exhumed body of late singer Mohbad. On the foreign scene, Ukraine's president makes unannounced visit to Canada. Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. I am Ifeyemi Andrew. We begin the news this Friday morning, September 22, 2023, with reports that the federal government may spend about over 1 trillion naira as subsidy on petrol from September to December this year. This is according to an analysis of data provided by oil marketers. They say the pump price of petrol should be between 890 to 900 naira per litre based on the fall of the naira against the dollar and the surge in the price of crude in the international market. Speaking on this, IPMAN's Joseph Obele says, following the consistent increment on the price of crude oil and rise in the rate of foreign exchange, it is now obvious that the federal government has tactically intervened by closing the price gap in the landing cost of petrol and the selling pump price in Nigeria.
PMS importers have lamented few weeks ago that the landing cost was above 700 naira per litre when crude oil was selling for $80 per barrel then. As we speak, crude oil is above $90 per barrel, yet Nigerians are still buying PMS at the rate of 600 naira or 610, 620 per litre at filling stations. Meanwhile, we are aware that the current NNPC Limited is not a charitable organization.
He, however, said the Nigerian economy will experience stability only when the country starts production of petrol.
Nigeria is the only shameless OPEC member nation that has dumped its own refinery and busy importing from the foreign refinery owned by another nation. Mr. President has announced that the Port Harcourt refinery will commence operation by December 2023, and we are hopeful because the speed up of the operation or the project of recent is actually encouraging. I think they have doubled the workforce and more machines have been sent to site.
The government and the NNPC Limited have not officially admitted that subsidy on petrol has been reintroduced. Moving on, despite criticisms, the physical interview and documentation for employment into the Rivers State Civil Service continued on the premises of the Rivers State Civil Service Commission yesterday. Our correspondent reports that 2 police vans were stationed at the Commission's premises. Only candidates who show text message evidence are allowed access based on the post they submitted. It was gathered that from the 10,000 quota, some employment has been made in the Judiciary Service Commission, Rivers State Senior Secondary Schools Board, and Universal Basic Education Board. An applicant who spoke anonymously to our correspondent said he suspects foul play following the decision of the Commission to invite applicants randomly. He advised the Commission to publish the details of applicants who pass its online examination exercise.
I have not received any text message, so I had to just check since I saw people gathering here. What actually motivated me to call me here to check is because when the screening was ongoing, then I participated in it and I did very well. It was 10 questions, so I was able to answer the complete 10 questions. Even at that too, I was able to carry some self-assessment on the score. If they want to do the right thing based on people that wrote well, I should be able to get the text message.
Recall that on Tuesday, the Rivers Indigenous NGOs and Civil Society Network called for a suspension of the recruitment exercise for a lack of transparency. Speaking at a press conference, the chairman of Ringox, Tombari Domkakote accused the Commission of politicizing the recruitment process and denying qualified indigents of Rivers State the opportunity to be employed based on merit. Mr. Domkakote issued a 24-hour ultimatum for the suspension of the recruitment exercise if the text message invitation approached for the physical interview is not addressed.
The deliberate refusal of the Commission to make names of successful candidates public before the physical interview and insisting on text messages which is below all known standards will not fulfill the goal of the governor's approval of a employment into the Civil Service Commission. We are urging the Commission to immediately suspend the physical interview if it cannot tell Rivers people how the candidates to be sent text messages emerge, and if it cannot make public within the next 24 hours the list of those that successfully scale through the online test.
Away from that, town planners in Rivers State are calling on the state government to renew physical planning activities in the state by giving them the required recognition and support. The chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners, Rivers State Chapter, Emmanuel Ikechukwu, said this during a press briefing in Port Harcourt. Mr. Ikechukwu also spoke on the need to include qualified town planners in the activities of the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development.
It is sad to note the continued usurpation of the responsibility of the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development in Rivers State. The ministry has been reduced to an all-comer ministry as a result of the failure of government to give the ministry its relevant place. We hereby call on the Rivers State government to direct ROS to desist from the chaos they are creating by encroaching into the collection of town planning related fees that are mandatory pre-development approval rituals paid into Rivers State government account.
The chairman of the River State Chapter of Nigerian Institute of Town Planners wants the state government to involve them in the execution of the Port Harcourt Ring Road project. He called for a review of the master plans and neighborhood plans for most areas in Port Harcourt.
As the construction of the Port Harcourt Ring Road commences, this is the time to engage the fiscal planning MDAs to guide development in these areas in order to promote equitable development, orderliness, sustainable land use planning. If the government fails to do the needful, Rivers State will only succeed in creating more slums through the implementation of the massive legacy project. The beauty of plans is that when they are prepared and implemented, makes the pace and pattern of development predictable, and oftentimes it leads to safety.
Also, the Rivers State government has again been urged to look into the current state of basic social infrastructure in communities like schools and healthcare systems. The Secretary General of Omok City Council of Traditional Rulers and Chiefs, Israel Okorie, spoke on connected developments, followed the Money Show on Nigerian FM. He said currently Omok has a poor healthcare system as the General Hospital project initiated by the previous administration remains uncompleted. He appealed to the current administration to revisit and complete the project.
For the healthcare, we do not have a standard healthcare system in Omok vis-a-vis Onelga. The Omok General Hospital has been abandoned. The contractor has left site close to a year now. They've roofed it. Now equipping it is where the real job is. This thing is being delayed further. We will still have more health casualties in it because of the hydrocarbon hazard that is bedeviling our people. We don't have a system put in place by the government to see how they can deseal to the drainages.
He also spoke about the state of schools in Omok.
The structures are really going bad. The roofs is gone bad. People stay school. Court Road will have a community primary school. Omoko Band, the one at Craft Center at Oboya is also. Lots of them. It's rainy season now. Where will the people stay? The environment is not conducive. Take a second look at our educational facilities. The infrastructures are really fast decaying.
Meanwhile, the paramount ruler of Romahola community in Rivers State, Eze Bekweleweli Atam, says the suspended principal of the community secondary school Okoronodo revealed that the 30,000 naira they collect from guardians who register their wards is used to get customized uniforms for the students to avoid inconsistencies in uniforms. Speaking on Nigerian FM's Morning Crossfire, Eze Weli Atam said the money was used for school uniforms, bags, ties and stockings. 7,500 naira for sportswear, 3,500 naira, labor wear 3,000 naira, pullover 4,000 naira, beret 1,500, and discounted for boys 10 notebooks 5,500, and caution fee 2,000 naira.
He went as far as telling me that the boy I brought, that there's a little token that we need to pay because that the school, through the PTA, Parents Teachers Association, that they met sometime in June and came up with this paper before me here. I should go through them. The information given to him was the registration is free, no payment. That same day, they went to submit the form. He called me that the school said they will be needing 30,000.
Ezeweli Atam further said that over 100 parents attended the meeting. From the list that was brought to him, although he cannot ascertain if they signed as an attendant for their meeting. He said the principal told him that the students were asked to buy notebooks from the school because most students do not come to school with notebooks.
So it's only when you're informed that you will know what to do. So in case of this, we hear from radio. If there's anything, maybe let us say the school management board or the commissioner, they want to provide all these items to school. They say, where the traditional leaders come and witness what we are giving out to the school. We also monitor them. I've not seen where they call the heads of community, paramount or the CDC chairman or the youth president come and witness what we are giving out to this school to enable them stand as a witness.
Still to come, police await result of autopsy on exhumed body of late singer Mohbad. Stay tuned.
Have you ever been denied a visa to travel to the UK or fallen victim to immigration scams? Attend Dakba or No Dakba and never experience these issues again. Dakba or No Dakba is the ultimate immigration seminar.
PDP in Rivers State has dismissed claims of anti-party activities alleged by the national leadership of the party. The state publicity secretary of the party, Sidney Gbara, said this in an interview with correspondent Emeka Otuka while hailing Wednesday's ruling, which restrains the national leadership of the party from dissolving the state executive committee.
We are very happy for the judgment we got from High Court in Abuja yesterday. We have not indulged, neither by our leader, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, indulged in anti-party activities. What we are doing is to have a good relationship with the center, which is what we have been clamoring for all these years. So what we are doing is governance. Politics has come and gone.
He accused the national leadership of the PDP of conniving with the APC in the state to withdraw PDP's lawsuit challenging the conduct of APC primaries in the state.
So if there are any person or group of persons in the National Working Committee that we will accuse that they are the ones who have done what we call anti-party activities against their own people,
Recall that the PDP in Rivers State had dragged some political parties in the state to court seeking their disqualification from the last general elections for perceived non-compliance with regulations and laws of INEC in the conduct of their various primaries. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has announced the revocation of 165 plots of land in some highbrow districts of the nation's capital belonging to notable individuals in the country. In a notice issued last night and signed by the Permanent Secretary of the Administration, the plots were revoked due to the refusal or failure of their allottees to develop them. Some of the plots revoked in Maitama District A05 had names like Liel Imoke, Musa Abuki Egu, Hassan Adejia, and Ishaya Baba. In Jabi, some of the plots revoked had allottees such as Sam Nda Azaya, Donubari, Josephine Kogbara, while Katankwe District had Peter Gregory Obi, Boa International, among others. Others are Julius Berger, Nigeria, Honeywell Construction, Ufot Joseph Ekaite, Shitu Mohammed, Udoma Udo Udoma, Kanu Agabi, Niki Toby, Ishaku Bello, and others. The Lagos State Police Command says the autopsy on the exhumed body of the late singer Mohbad has been concluded. The spokesperson of the command, Benjamin Hundeyin, made this known to newsmen yesterday. He said some health officials worked with the police to exhume the body of the late singer. Mr. Hundeyin also reacted to the candlelight procession for the singer.
Now people are trying to cruise with Mohbad's death. They are affecting the process of investigation. Because if you ask somebody a question once in interrogation, the second time you are asking that question is not going to be the same thing. Then if you have gone before even the police, you have asked the man question, by the time the police will go, the man must have reviewed all his speeches, all his statements and say, no, if you not say I did indict my death, they cannot talk again. You are affecting the process of investigation. People will just go, do video, see Madam Mohbad, this is not worth it. You don't train on issue like this. People are mourning. Don't cruise with Mohbad's death. Let us mourn him. Allow the police and security agencies to carry out investigation.
Recall that on Monday, police authorities in Lagos inaugurated a 13-man committee to probe Mohbad's death, with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu asking the Department of State Services to join the investigation. The U.S. government has warned its citizens to reconsider traveling to Nigeria due to increased risk of crime, terrorism, civil unrest, kidnapping, and armed gangs in the country. An updated travel advisory included a flat do not travel warning for Borno, Yobe, Kogi, and Adamawa states due to terrorism and kidnapping. Bauchi, Gombe, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, Sokoto, and Zamfara states due to kidnapping. A similar travel advisory was issued for Abia, Anambra, Bayelsa, Delta, Enugu, Imo, and Rivers State, with the exception of Port Harcourt, due to crime, kidnapping, and armed gangs. It come 2 days after the United States Deputy Treasury Secretary Wale Adeyemo visited Nigeria as part of U.S. efforts to strengthen economic ties between both countries, and a day after President Bola Tinubu, presently in the U.S. for the United Nations General Assembly, advised Nigerians abroad to return home. In other news, satellite television DSTV says its subscribers will enjoy 1 year of non-stop premium entertainment, VVIP customer service, a limited edition gold decoder, and exclusive lifestyle benefits when they sign up for the DSTV Prestige. In a statement, the company said it is offering the special package called the DSTV Prestige and turning its focus to the world of luxury, where exclusivity reigns and customers seek more than just products to create unique and exclusive experiences. The statement said subscribers will enjoy exclusive discounts from Swatch, Nike, Eco Hotel, Polo Luxury, MedPlus, Tommy Hilfiger, Adidas, and others. The statement also said that the DSTV Prestige is a true embodiment of exclusivity and special treatment. It urged those interested to visit dstv.com/prestige to sign up.
And now we'll bring you news from around the world.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has arrived in Canada on an unannounced visit to rally support for his country. Canadian TV showed Prime Minister Justin Trudeau meeting with Mr. Zelensky on the runway in Ottawa. It is Mr. Zelensky's first trip to Canada since Russia's invasion in February 2022.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this morning, you heard that the possible reintroduction of petrol subsidy has stirred comments. The employment process by the Rivers State Civil Service Commission has continued despite criticisms. The Rivers PDP has hailed the court ruling which stopped the party's national leadership from dissolving its state executive committee. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has revoked land belonging to notable Nigerians in Abuja. The police has said that they are awaiting the result of the autopsy on the exhumed body of late singer Mohbad. On the foreign scene, Ukraine's president has made an announcement.
With pain in our hearts but total submission to the will of the Almighty God, the Tipa Drivers Association of